You have to get that leash from the so-called white man. Where you get the leash from? Where you get the leash from?
What you mean where I get the leash from? This is free.
Come on, brother.
I'm not spending no money whatsoever, bro.
You stole it?
No, I did not steal it. I paid cash for it.
Where did you go to pick? You said it was free. You said it was free, then you paid cash. See, brother, you all, come on now. So where you get it from? I heard what you said. You said it was free, then you said you paid cash for it.
You're not even trying to understand what I'm saying.
So you said it was free, then you said you paid cash for it. So which one is it?
Holy tablets or like Anunnaki and nothing like that. We go strictly based on the Bible and, you know, books that, you know what I'm saying, bring out and prove certain things that we talk. What's going on? Y'all got a couple minutes?
We here, bro. We here.
Oh yeah, well, look, let me know something then. Someone tell me something.
We definitely gotta get out, but I'm telling y'all.
What y'all know? Tell me something. Who are we? Who are we? Who are we then? Who are we? Who are we? Tell me. Go ahead, tell me. I want to hear from your mouth. Right? You said, do we know what? Authentication of birth certificate? Nah, not really. What's that?
All of us are foreign, right? This is how they entrap us, and all this looks like, don't get me wrong, this is one of our stories, like, you know what I'm saying, I get it, you know what I'm saying, it's the other aspects for us, like the legal side, we gotta pay attention to it. Every time a baby is born, you gotta understand this. You get paperwork when that baby is born. Like, you gotta register it like it's a car, you know what I mean? So, this is how they trap us right here. You get a social security number or a birth certificate like that, you are registering your child as being corporation U.S. government. You feel me? That ain't no but the District of Columbia, which is Washington, D.C. You know what I mean? So look, what they do is, when they register you, we follow up on the rules called UCC. That ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's legal, but you gotta know the difference between legal and lawful. Constitution is unable to write. Everything that says it is what it is, and it says what it says. You know what I mean? So we not up under those laws. That's called laws of the land. We're up under laws of the water. Laws of the water comes from shipping. Like, I'm a prime example. My bad. So, you know, as a boat, right? It has goods inside water. When your mama had you inside the stomach, you're goods inside water. And just like, you know what I'm saying, the boat, you come down the birth canal, the baby comes down the birth canal to the dock, which is, you know what I'm saying, the dock. Just like the ship, it comes to the dock. So when you go and get the paperwork, that's basically a manifestation of goods. And when you sign that paperwork, you're giving the goods off to the U.S. corporation, which is the United States of America, what they call it, you know what I mean?
Right, which, I mean, yeah, that is true. I mean, we are technically the goods because
so look,
they made us that.
We get out of there. It's a remedy to get out of there. It's called authenticating your birth certificate. You gotta do some other things, but there's a lot of more research with it, but I'm just giving you just a summary of what's going on. So what's going on is, when you register as a baby, when they register, they create this fictitious entity. So whatever your name may be, it's another entity with that same name in all caps. Just like the tombstone, when a person is dead. So just like I said, back to the lands of the laws of the water. So now they consider you a dead lost entity at sea. Think about this too. When they call us minority, think about the word breakdown, minor. That's a child, right?
Exactly, right.
Children of America, that's where that comes from, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, like, man, look, it's a lot. I give you a summary,
like
just how to get out of certain things and stuff like
that. So you ain't,
don't get me wrong, this is history.
You ain't got,
right here.
Yo, bro.
But at the same token, man, we gotta do the other things to get free financially and as a human being, we still consider dead lost entity and see when we answer to those fictitious names. You know what I mean?
You got a driver's license? No. Okay.
I don't need these. Land of the free, right? So why am I paying a toll to drive? And if I do pay for my license, right, why do I gotta keep getting renewed if you know I can drive?
You work? You work? You work?
No need for it.
Yeah, go ahead, bring it.
No need for it.
Okay.
Bills and everything paid for itself.
The book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us, for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers which departed from the Lord our God.
Right? And yeah, like all that stuff may be true, but we gotta still remember, even whatever loophole we try and get to, man, we still
This is not a loophole.
here in captivity.
This is us claiming our rights for being beings. We don't need to be governed. That's what we see.
Which okay, I mean,
Look, I ain't gonna fake it. We can point out the problems all day and see what they doing all day, but what is we doing about the action?
now here's why I'm gonna ask you about that, right? Because I know the Moors kind of do that same thing. They kind of
Moors is some fictitious bullshit too. Like, don't get me wrong. Like,
Right,
it got a history, but it's not
I
our
agree.
history.
All right, I agree with you on that. But they got that whole thing where it's like, you know what I'm saying? They not under subject to certain laws and everything, right? But let me ask you this: when you get pulled
You know
over,
why they doing this? They're because, like I said once again, laws of the land, constitutional laws, which we don't get. That's why they say you gotta need a license, which is a privilege to do the Second Amendment right. Why the fuck I need a license? And it's an unalienable right. And y'all got this on paperwork, documented and everything.
But-
It's because our status and what we call ourselves.
but still, like, if you get pulled over by the police and you ain't got a license, is he gonna give you a ticket?
You know what a ticket is? A charge. You know what a
It's-
charge is? Think about it. Think about a charge. A bank
true.
charge. So that's what I'm saying. This is laws
Yeah.
of the water. You playing laws with the banks. These are banking laws y'all follow when we claim ourselves
But-
U.S. citizens.
But we still gotta. They still gonna give us that ticket.
If-
We still subject
Hold
to
on.
it.
Check me out. When you vote, you giving somebody some power to go and do what you want them to do, correct?
And look, bro,
So
I'm
when you
not
take that
saying.
power from them, what do
I'm
you
not
have?
saying that none of the stuff you're saying is true. Here's what I'm saying, brother. Here's what I'm saying. Is that these people can still do whatever the hell they want to do to you because they run this place.
They don't run nothing.
They
We
do.
allow it. That's the thing. We allow certain things to take place.
But okay, but as one person, right? As one person, if I get pulled over by the police and I don't have my license and I say, you know what, I'm not paying this.
You have paperwork that states that this is supposed to uphold.
But what if he say, I don't recognize
Hold on.
that paperwork?
Hold on. You have paperwork that states their job, their title. If they go against this, there's treaties in places that they're breaking, they're breaching.
But what if he say, I don't care nothing about that?
That's what I'm saying. You gotta free yourself. We have to endure the knowledge to understand what.
But all I'm saying is that same person, that same police officer, that same white supremacist police officer can say, I don't give a damn about none of that you're talking about. I need to see your license and registration. If I don't see that, I'm giving you a ticket or I'm booking you and you're going to jail.
So look, we all know what happens with a tyranny government when they doing shit they ain't got no business doing. And people are scared to exercise this right. You have the right to vote them out, or like I said, Second Amendment right by any means. You are a human being. You're
Which,
not their
okay,
property. You got to
yeah,
follow directions.
we do have that Second Amendment right, though.
That's what I'm
right?
saying. We
And I
have
agree
to
with
stand
that.
up as
But
warriors, as people. That's the
Right.
part that we are not standing on. They can make belts out of us. They can spit us. Like this history.
But that's because they got us in captivity.
It ain't film.
But
It is us
brother,
that
you
are
gotta
doing this to ourselves.
But look, we gotta understand this, brother. We are what's called prisoners of war.
Thank you.
We are
Prisoners still have
prisoners
a
of
mind
war.
to think. They still
But-
have a mind to think.
In all truth and all actuality, in reality, yeah, you can free yourself in your mind, but you gotta look at reality,
No,
man.
when I'm saying when you have that mind to think, what I'm saying is if you can see your freedom, you're going to put in the works. What's they say in the
Which-
Bible? Hold on, what they say in the Bible? Work without faith without
Faith without
deeds.
works is dead.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So if you sitting here just hoping and praying and ain't putting no works behind that, then what the fuck is you doing? What is
But
you
look,
doing?
one person, let me ask you this, right? How many people have tried to do what you're talking about and they fail?
I ain't gonna fake it. I used to think the same shit, and I start seeing people that's coming, and I start talking to these people. They've been doing this for years on top of years on top of years, but everybody's stuck behind invisible boundaries, which is race. That really don't matter because we stuck on all these people doing this. What are we doing to get out of this? We gonna keep letting them doing it? It's just like a bully at school. If a bully keep punching your ass, you ain't doing nothing about it. He gonna keep doing that, right? When you punch his ass
Exactly,
back
right.
and it hurt him, what he gonna do? I ain't
We-
fuck with dude like this.
Right? And I'm
And
not
that's
saying, but
what
look,
we
but
have
look,
to do as a race.
Look.
We have to stand together.
which is true.
Prime
We
example,
do.
we're like this. This
But
is
look.
what we represent. So
But look.
legal teams like this, a slap is not gonna hurt
But
nobody.
look,
We have to do this and come
here's
together
what
and
here's
hit
the
like a
thing.
force.
Here's the
to make
thing. Give me Sirach chapter 4, verse 9. Right? And this is the problem. This is the problem with our people. And this is what we do. Because we don't understand what we are. You know what I'm saying? We don't understand. Look, when you get pulled over by the police, and this is what somebody said, you behind enemy lines.
Not to worry about because we up on the laws of the land that does not apply to us.
But brother, what you gonna do if somebody come up to you and they don't give a damn about that?
Understand?
And he got backup.
Understand it.
He gonna call in 10 squad cars to come get you. And you just one person. Brother, we don't have an army. We don't have a military. We don't got none of that these people got.
Listen to what I'm saying. We are infiltrating all these people's systems. They cannot do none of this shit by themselves. If you think about the white man, he cannot be in the sun. We're in the sun carrying out the works. The fact that we don't have the knowledge of what I'm saying, we stuck on a problem. We not coming with solutions behind.
But you know what the problem is?
We stuck on the problem.
The problem is that we under these curses that's listed here in the Bible. That's why these things don't. That's why these things don't happen.
Hey, now as a human being, as all this right here, you denying your power. This right here lets you know you have power beyond measure that they do not have. Esau, what you told me about last time.
But look,
that man, hold on. What's it called?
But look, brother.
Hold on, the center of the brain, hold on. The IRA, you know what I'm talking about. That part of their brain is calcified. They're in the ghost thing. This is the best they get. When we die, we go to where we supposed to go to. That's why we represent that right there of going to heaven, bro. We going to a whole nother state where we're not ether beings. That shit in the Bible that did not teach. That's why I said y'all gotta get into the Holy Bible. It speaks of everything right here. Everything.
Right, and
it
that's
speaks
what
of
we
the
bringing
tricks
out.
that they did to do
But
this
that's
shit
what
right
we
here.
bringing out. But look, most of our people, they don't know the problem. They don't
But what I'm
understand the
saying is,
problem.
if you keep on presenting a problem to them, they're not going to listen. When you come with a solution and it makes sense to him, just like when I was just talking, he's like, damn, that's true. Him right here, damn, that dude got a... You have to come with solutions, not problems. You present problems to him.
But we also are giving a
I got
solution.
problems going on right now.
Because we also are giving a solution. The solution is coming back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. If we come
And
back
that's
to
the same thing I'm speaking of when we're not claiming a right. We just want to just say, no way, we ain't got to do no paperwork. But we ain't, like you said, we ain't got no army. So in order to just say, fuck, we ain't finna do what they want to do, we need an army. But outside of that, we need paperwork. We got to follow procedures in order to free ourselves.
Right.
We have to. Like you said, we don't have an army. Until we have an army, we don't need to be doing that shit then. We need to go and do the paperwork procedures then. I'm not gonna lie.
And we can't, but brother, look, what they got from us, they took it. They ain't come in, they ain't
They
do
can
no
never
paper.
take your ancestors. You are their ancestors, bro. You are the ancestors.
They took our ancestors.
No, they
sure.
cannot never
They
take
took,
nothing
they
from
took
us.
our
Like I
ancestors
said, our
and put
brain
them
is
on
not
boats
calcified.
and brought them over here and
Our
made them
brain is
slaves.
not calcified, bro. You can never take the ancestors from me. If you know the cartoon Avatar, when he meditates, what does he do? He talks to his ancestors through his pineal gland.
Brother,
that's what it's called. When you access your pineal
but
gland,
brother, you gotta understand. You gotta understand. I'm talking about how, and this is what a power dynamic is, right? What we had, they came and they took it from us. They went through. They took it from us.
That's the thing, we allowing shit to continuously happen. Like right now, it's an executive order by the thing called Biden Bucks. Ain't nobody talking about this shit. It's an executive order. Hold on. Like you said, like you said, gonna do what they want to do, right? So they made a little, they made a whole little law they just signed, bro. In March, where everybody was tripping off all the student loan bullshit and all that.
Right.
He had a whole nother law saying, when y'all take all y'all cash out, when y'all not trying to vote and shit like that, y'all not gonna be able to buy nothing without their digital currency. In order to get that digital currency, you need a chip inside of you. Right. This is shit we not talking about to counter this shit.
Right, and that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna have a chip inside of you. You're gonna have to do that.
I'm not gonna have no chip. I'd rather go to my ancestors and fight. If I gotta do this shit by myself, I'd rather do that.
But here's the thing. These people, they came and they took, which is okay. So look, brother, they waged war against us.
Look, I understand.
They waged war against us and they won.
I understand.
They defeated our ancestors,
I
bro.
understand the past and everything. I understand it. But at the new day, the era, what are we going to do about it? We're not going to keep preaching about what the ancestors did, what they took. It's a new day and era. You got kids, like I said, when I was 12 years old, I wasn't walking around with $1,000. These niggas right now in St. Louis, 12 years old, walking around with $1,000.
But you also, you gotta
so what I'm saying is, it's a new day and
going.
era. We cannot keep preaching the same shit. Because we're preaching the same curse to our people.
And we preaching the kingdom of God.
But what
That's
I'm
what we
saying
preach.
is, the
We
kingdom
ain't-
of God says
but
you
we
have
gotta-
to stand.
But
We're
first
not
off,
standing. We
we
can't
gotta
get in
understand who we are.
certain acts.
But we gotta understand who we are. We gotta know who we are. We gotta understand that we are the children of Israel. And we gotta understand that we gotta come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
Because that's where we get our blessings from. That's where we get our power from. Right? When we come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, the Most High, give me Sirach chapter 2, verse 10. Right? When we follow and fear the Lord, the Most High is with us, and He fight our battles. Right? When we go to war, the Most High fight our battles for
So
us.
look,
Right? Give
if
me
the
that.
Most High fight all our
Book of
battles, why are
Sirach,
we still
chapter
in
2,
captivity?
verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? And whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
Right? So we gotta trust and fear the Lord, man. We gotta come back to these law, statutes, and
Why
commandments.
would we fear our fathers? Explain it to me, sister. That's what
Because-
I want to know. Why would you fear your father if your father is
So look,
loving me?
you understand judgment?
I understand that perfectly, but at the same token, why would I fear my father
What
who
happens?
created me?
What happens to people who continually live in their wickedness?
Look, that scripture just said, fear the Lord.
Right,
Why
fear
am
the
I
Lord.
fearing my father?
Because He created you and He can take you out.
That's understandable.
The Most High
but why am
created
I
you and the
still
Most High
fearing
can
him if
destroy
he's
you.
supposed to love me? If he's supposed to love me, he's not supposed to be thinking about killing me. So why is he thinking about killing me?
Because
Even if I do
because
make
we
a
out here
mistake,
sinning.
hold on. If I do make a mistake, why is he thinking about killing his creation?
Because brother,
It
if you out
don't
here,
make
if you
sense.
out here doing, if you are, because look, the Most High don't look at death how we look at. Give me God.
I
give me
know,
that.
like I said, we don't die.
Our spirit go back, right? Our spirit goes
He
back
said
up
that
to
when Jacob
heaven,
wrestled,
and
he
this
said-
is just
when he
flesh.
talking about he was wrestling with
Yeah,
God,
bring that
he's
out.
talking about the
The
pineal.
book of Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chastiseth, and scourgeth every son whom he received. If ye endure chastising, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chastiseth not? But if ye be without chastisement, whereof ye all are partakers, then ye are bastards and not sons.
Right? So the Most High chastises you, man. The Most High chastises his people who He loves. That's why we went into slavery. Because the Most
So
High,
look, that's a
because
curse
the
in
Most
itself.
High
Hold
loved
on.
us and we
That's a
forsook
curse
His
in ourselves.
commandments.
That's a curse in itself. You gotta think about this as black people. What do the siblings do? What do siblings do? Because I know I did it with my siblings. We fight each other. Why the fuck is we fighting each other? And that's exactly what that damn Bible scripture is saying. We are fighting each other. For what? For what? That's a curse.
Exactly.
Understand those words are curses
Exactly.
when we keep
And
reciting
you're right,
those
that's
curses.
a curse. But why did we get
Why
those
we keep
curses,
reciting
brother?
the curses?
But why do we get those curses? Because our
Because
people don't
continuously trying
understand.
to understand that book that they made, took certain scriptures out that help and heals us. All those scriptures are, like I said, geographical, and they talking about history of what's going on, but in a twist of what white people can look good in.
That's
That's
false.
all that is.
That's false. That's not. Let's see who the white man is, right? Give me the book of
Esau
First
Edom,
Maccabees.
we know who he is.
Right.
We don't
But what does the
know.
Bible say about Esau Edom? What does the Bible say about Esau Edom?
Man, look.
This book was not right.
It's
written
pieces
by.
in there, like I said, it's in the Holy Tablet. It goes in depth about Esau Edom. It's a book that says, who is Esau Edom? That book is worth 10K. Luckily, I got a copy of that book.
Yeah,
It
we can see-
explains what
give me-
Esau
give me-
Edom
actually, give
is.
me verse 1 and 1.
He
And then we
tampered
can
with
go to
that book.
Verse 10, 1 verse 10 and then 16. Right? Kind.
Man, look, I'm
Give me,
10 toes in this
yeah,
one. I'm 10
yeah.
toes, so I know what I know.
Book of First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 10.
Bring it out.
And there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king, who had been an hostage at Rome, and he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks.
Right? So we agree that the Greeks.
There you go
are people,
again.
right?
It's talking about Greek.
It's talking
history.
about the Greeks.
Greek
It's not talking
history,
about
though.
Greek history, brother. It's talking about Israelite history. Because we were subject
What
under
fuck
the
we got to do with
Greeks.
the Greeks? We know
Brother,
who
'cause the
is.
Greeks
That's
had us in
Esau
captivity.
Edom. That is Esau Edom.
Right?
What the fuck do we
Verse
got to do with
11.
it?
In those days went there out of Israel wicked men, who persuaded many, saying, Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
Right. This is not talking about Greek history. This is talking about Israelite history. Which the Greeks played a part in that because they had our people in captivity, brother.
Don't read that with-
Brother, they had the Israelites in captivity.
You know who?
Give me
You know
the
who?
one.
What's that? The Library of Solomon. know what Solomon really stands for?
What does it stand for, brother?
It's talking about your temple, your dynamics of your body, the way you think and the way you carry out certain acts. Don't get me wrong, it is a true historical building named Solomon, Kingdom of Solomon, where it has all the history about what we got going on. But understand this, before they destroyed it and burned it, you have to understand, they went in there and interpreted this shit. Took this information out because we was in power. How the fuck is they getting in power? Let me read this information. This what y'all doing. Let me critique it so where y'all believe certain shit and not stay in power.
But brother,
The book of who is Esau Edom. Y'all need to read this.
Give
The
me-
holy
give me-
tablet.
Give me
It's
28. Give
deeper
me
than that
Deuteronomy
Bible,
28.
man. I'm telling you.
And give me Deuteronomy 28:45. Because brother, this Bible right here tells you how they got the power and
It
how we
give us
lost
bits
power,
and pieces.
right?
It don't give us the full
Book of
and
Deuteronomy chapter
understanding.
28 verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Right? So the book said that if we do his commandments, the Lord is going to set us on high above all nations of the earth. But we stopped doing his commandments, right? Go to 45.
Verse 45, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
Right? Now, brother, I remember you saying that we got to preach the solutions. And I agree with that. We preaching the solution too, but our people don't understand why we need a solution. Our people are walking around here thinking that everything is cool. They're walking around here blind. They're walking around here don't know what the hell is going on. Right? So we preaching the solution, but we also got to reveal to you the problem. I used to be a software developer, right? And with a bug, you got to understand where that problem was first. You got to understand where that bug was first. So you got to understand the problem before you can solve it. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go in looking for the solution, right? So we bringing out the solution, which is coming back to the law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
Because the Most High is our power, right? It's a spiritual thing.
So look, you said it right. You said it prime example. You was a sophomore
Software developer.
software developer. So you using your mind to develop software. How long you think they've been using our mind to develop software? So at the end of the day, yeah, you got the bugs, the problems, the chips, the electronics. Understand that is our mind and our work they're playing with.
Which is true. Yes, brother, which is true. And look, the Bible speaks about that too. The Bible speaks about that too, man.
We got to stop understanding and understanding what's really going on. Understanding, yeah, that's the problem. Understanding is the solution. I understand what's going on. I understand what took place. And I'm understanding what's my plan to go ahead and break free. That's what we need to be doing. Understanding. Not understanding it. Let somebody stand over us. We need to understand
And look,
who ourselves
brother,
are so we can understand how we need to apply ourselves.
And look, and I agree with you, brother. And look, and I ain't saying, look, hey man,
I know,
just continue to go work for the white man.
This
Hey,
ain't nothing but a friendly sport.
No, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you want to go build your business, if you want to go do this and everything like that, hey, you can go ahead and do that. Just remember, don't forsake the Most High.
But
You
look,
still gotta keep the
Remember
law,
what I was
statutes,
saying
and
about birth
commandments.
certificate, right? So, you're the children of America. No matter what business, no matter what you're doing, you're still getting funded by somebody else. Understand this.
Which is true.
Understand this too, in banking law. They need us to make money. 1933. America
Right,
went
which
to
is
debt.
true.
America went to debt. The people was the solution. We are the fucking people. They took our gold from us.
Right.
So with that being said, promise us something. Piece of paper wanted to promise.
Right.
You want me?
So look, brother, I'm
So
gonna
once we break free from their system, we have to. In order for everybody to fully understand this shit right here, they gonna keep following rules of, man, fuck that, I gotta do this, I gotta eat, I gotta pay bills, I gotta move on.
Right,
This
I
right
got
here
you.
ain't doing nothing. Yeah, I know all this shit is not doing nothing. That's what I'm saying. We have to do other aspects of society. Like I said, preaching history. Like I said, don't get me wrong, this is a must. Everybody must know this shit and remember and understand who the real enemy is.
Right, exactly.
I understand this by all means, but at the same token, we have to get deeper into the knowledge besides the surface of what's going on.
But this is the deeper into the knowledge, brother. This is right here.
But they're still not
Look.
explaining how to break free.
It is.
Praying, we've been doing it for how long?
Right,
And we still not free.
Here, I'm gonna close out myself with this
Word is
scripture,
you
and
can
I'm
put
gonna pass it to
30
the brother right
days
here, right?
and put in paperwork and be free.
Book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 28.
Bring it out.
For as it was your mind to go astray from God, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. For he that hath brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy again with your salvation.
Right, so we supposed to seek the Most High, right? Because the Most High put us in this
Do
position.
you know what the Most High is? All understanding. We only getting partial understanding.
But the Most
So if
High,
we seeking the Most High, that's within us. So we need to seek the information about us.
brother, and this is what this Bible is telling us about us,
It's
right?
giving us a portion of about us. Think about this. Why would I give you the power to go on here and do what you need to do?
They ain't
You
give us
understand
that.
how- you
But
understand
brother,
it?
you gotta understand, that's why they created Christianity.
But
They
still,
created
though,
Christianity to
why
deceive
would
us.
I give you the power? Matter of fact, like I said, when they went to go get all the information out of King Solomon, when they burnt his library down and everything, you understand it. If they had that kind of book around, they would have kept it or burnt it. It wouldn't be in popular circulation. It wouldn't, no matter how much money you have. This is power and knowledge to
But
break
here's the
free.
thing, brother. Most of
Why
the
would they
things,
give us the-
most of
why
the
would they
things
give
that's
their
in this
enemy
book.
ammunition? Understand
But
it.
look, most of the things that's in this book that's talking about them, they can't understand. And the Most
They
High made it
fully
like that.
understand it because they carrying out those acts as you can see now and today.
But they don't that's not why they're carrying out the acts. The Most High put the spirit on them to do that. They don't understand the book and understand why they doing that.
Before there was
But this
light,
book breaks
before there
down.
was goodness,
But
there
look,
was chaos.
But look, brother, the book
So there's
breaks
two
down.
entities.
The book breaks
We're the
down.
entities of the light,
The book
and they're the
breaks-
entities
bro.
of chaos.
The book breaks down what's going on and what's happening in this world right now. They don't understand
Because they're
it.
carrying out these acts. We not
Because the
understanding
Most
what's
High,
going on.
man's
'Cause that's why
goings
we
is of the
keep
Lord.
calling for the
That's
action.
why they're carrying out the acts. Because man's goings is of the Lord. And the Most High only gave certain men to understand this book and understand the prophecies in this book. The so-called white man don't understand the prophecies in this book. Ask the white man to go break down Daniel chapter 12 and Daniel chapter 7, and he can't do it.
Understand this. We all know, like you said, what the history they gave us.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass it to the brother. I'm gonna let the brother speak to you.
Okay.
Right. So we heard your spiel, but what's your solution? Like we want to know your solution.
Honestly, like I said, man, since we do not have no armies, everybody has to know the tactics that they play. So the tactics that they play is the social security. Every time a child is born, here, ward of the
Right,
state.
yeah, that's what they do,
That
but
is
what's-
why the CFS has jobs. We got to
What we got to do to get out of that? What we got to do?
Like I said, when you in the hospital, you do not have to sign those paperwork. They tell you,
Okay, you don't sign the paperwork, then what?
Listen to me.
I'm saying you don't sign the paperwork, then what?
So when you don't sign the paperwork, you have to understand that you are a live flesh being.
Well, okay, let's say all our people don't sign the paperwork, then what?
They don't have no money. They need birth certificates.
So you don't work. So
Understand
how
me?
you get your money?
No. It ain't about work.
So
Sit down. It's not about work. Understand this. Everything we need, we can grow. So that means it's free. What the fuck is we doing charging for shit that we can grow?
right.
Everybody has the knowledge to grow shit they need. Everybody has the knowledge
How
to
you gonna
build
get
shit
your
they
money
need.
though?
What do we need money for?
I said, what do you need money for? How you gonna buy your clothes and go to the store?
What do we need it for? We have all the materials to make the shit ourselves. What do we need it
Where
for?
you gonna get it from?
The Mother Earth herself.
Where you gonna get the
Understand,
where you
all
gonna get
this
the seeds
shit,
from?
all this shit is not made in the lab.
How you gonna get the tools to do the farm and all that? Where you gonna get it from?
What you mean?
Where you gonna get the tools to grow your own stuff, to make your own? Where you gonna get it from?
Understand this. For all this concrete, all these buildings.
I'm saying, like right now, in the
I'm
condition
trying to
that we
explain
in,
to you.
where
Listen
we
to
gonna get it
me.
from?
Listen to me. Understand, for all this shit right here, it was all grass and natural things. When they tore all this shit down,
Yeah, but we can't talk about that because we live in how we living right now.
I'm trying to ask, bro, and you not
Go
listening.
ahead, brother.
Once they tore down all this shit, those resources was used to build this shit right here. So if we want to make this shit right here, it can grow.
So how,
Cotton.
I'm saying,
What this shit says on
no,
the back
I'm
of the
saying,
motherfucker tag.
where you gonna get
Cotton.
where you gonna get the tools from?
Huh?
What's for your farm? Where you gonna get it from?
No, what are you asking? I'm
Like the
asking.
tool, you gotta have so you gotta have the hoes, the forks and all that. So where you gonna get it from?
It's here now.
But
We can
where
acquire it.
you gonna get it from?
What you mean where I'm gonna get it from?
You saying it's her now, but where you gonna go to go
Let
get
me
it?
explain something to you right here, and then I'm
You can't. You kind of running around.
No.
You kind of running around the question,
I'm
brother.
not running around the question.
Right.
Understand this. Everybody has a bill. Just listen to what I'm saying before you start speaking. Everybody has a bill. It's an option to pay their bill. It's at the bottom. At the bottom it says
Bro, if you don't
minutes.
pay your bill,
Hold
you're gonna be
on,
on the side-
listen
you're
to
gonna be on
what
the side
I'm
of the road with all
saying,
your
man.
stuff.
You listen to what I'm saying so I can explain what I'm saying. Come here.
Like, brother,
Sit down.
you-
Just listen to what I'm saying so you
You
can
don't-
understand. Every time I'm talking, you keep
Go ahead.
interrupting. Like I said, it's an option to pay the bill. So at the bottom, it's called a remittance coupon. You can put that motherfucking remittance coupon, because like I said, everybody gets a bill with an extra envelope inside. Don't nobody know what the fuck that envelope even is about. For money orders and shit like that, that's what people think. You can literally put some information on that paper right there, send it back to them, no bill paid.
Do you live
All
like that?
materials acquired. You can do this shit for house.
Do you live like that?
Yes, man. That's what I'm
For free?
telling you. I'm telling
for
you this
free?
shit. I'm telling you
For
this shit,
free?
man. You ain't heard
So
me.
where you get everything in your house from?
What you mean?
Like where do you go to get your stuff? Get some toilet paper to wipe your ass. Where do you go to get all these
Ready,
things?
man. I don't have to spend no money back or none of that.
But where do you have to go to get it though? Can you go to us and get it? Can you go to our people and get it?
No,
Right? Why?
because we not acquiring that kind of shit.
But why though?
Because we want to worry about
You
all
need
this
to
other
look through
shit,
A real quick
man.
again.
We not trying to
You
tell
don't,
you what
it don't seem like you really got
I'm
a
not trying to go
solution
back. I do have
to
the
get
solution.
out
You're
of
not
the
hearing it.
condition that we living
You're
in,
not hearing the
right?
solution.
You kind of running around
I'm
the
not
question,
running
like
around
bring it
speaking
up.
clearly. I'm saying what
Book
I
of
mean.
Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
Said what?
We are yet this day in our captivity.
We yet this day in our captivity, brother. It don't matter what we, no, it don't matter what we do. We still subject
We're
unto the
not
things.
subject
Yes,
to
we
nothing
are,
if we
brother.
of the Most High.
Yes,
How is the child of God subject
brother.
to anything if he of
Because the
him?
Lord the one that put us in this predicament.
The Lord didn't put us in our predicament. We put
Give me the book
ourselves
of,
in this.
give me the book of, come on, finish it up.
So let me get this straight.
Where thou
Everybody
hast
just said that the
scattered
Lord put everybody
us
just
for a reproach and a curse.
Or what?
That's what you
For a
said.
reproach and a curse.
It's literally a punishment for us to turn back to the Lord.
So
That's why we living like
the Lord
that. That's
put-
why you have Nike
the
on
Lord
right
put
now.
our kind
Because you
in
have to go to the other nations to get it.
The Lord is
right?
putting our kind of justice in us right now.
Finish it up.
The Lord is putting our kind of justice in us right now.
And to be subject to payment.
To be what?
And to be subject to payment.
To be subject to payments, brother. Right? We're subject to payments.
We not
You have to get
subject
that. You have to
shit,
get
man.
that.
I just sat here and told you you can get your bill paid.
You have to get- you have to get that lease from the so-called
You're not
white man.
hearing it.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore, thou shalt serve thine enemies.
Say what?
Therefore, thou shalt serve thine
Right?
enemies.
Because we broke the commandments, right? That's why. That's our solution is to turn back to the commandments, brother. Right? That's why all these things is going on. Now we gotta serve our enemies. Now you gotta go buy that collar from the so-called white man that you thought you got for free. Right? Brother?
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger,
He said the Lord shall sin against us. Right? Finish it up.
in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
Get Romans 3:3. Right? Finish it up.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
He said what?
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Brother, they put a yoke of iron upon our neck. Why? Because the Lord sent these people against us.
Who
Because
sent the Lord?
we disobeyed. You said what?
Who sent the Lord?
Who sent the Lord?
Who sent them? Vision.
Who sent them? Give me the book of Give me the book of
Because if you say,
Revelation
if he
chapter
came
4.
into anybody's spirit, then somebody thinking at this point. That's what I'm getting.
Said what?
If you say he came into anybody's spirit, everybody is subject to free will. So that's somebody thinking it at this point. That's nobody talking to them, telling them to do that shit. That's somebody thinking for their own
I
game.
want to listen. Say it again.
Huh?
I was trying to tell the brother to bring something up. Say that one more time.
So if you try to say God came into the spirit of man, understand this, man. We are a copy clone of him.
Are you saying you don't believe in? Do you believe in God?
It's the Most High. It's the Most High.
Okay.
They created all. Understand
okay,
it.
okay.
But all these titles that everybody is invisible boundaries. It's invisible boundaries.
Right. What you got?
It's the book of Romans, chapter 3, verse 3. For what if some did not believe?
Said what?
For what if some did not believe?
Brother, we know we're the children of God through the Spirit and through the prophecies that the Lord wrote. That's how we know that it's a true book. Through prophecy. You know what prophecy, I know you know what prophecy is, brother. You got knowledge, right? So through the prophecy, this book wasn't written damn yesterday, right?
What are the Greeks?
You said what?
What are the Greeks?
The Edomites. What do they mean?
They call themselves Romans as well.
Yeah, but they
you
go
reading
back
out
to
the book
they go
of the
back to
Romans.
Edom. They go back to
But
Edom.
look, you're reading out the book of the
Hey,
Romans and trying to prove a point.
American.
You're reading out the book of the white people and trying to prove a point.
How's it the book of the white man?
Why you think it's called the Romans?
Can you prove it the book of the white man?
Huh?
So you're saying the white man wrote this?
Yes.
Give me the book of Revelation chapter 13 and verse 9. Tell me why he wrote this then. Where you at?
The book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 9.
If the white, so do you agree that the so-called white man put our people in captivity?
We put ourselves in their mouth.
You know what I'm saying? Did they physically do that though?
No.
They put us on boats.
No.
So they didn't. So this didn't happen.
What?
All this didn't happen.
All that happened?
This just made up.
No, all that happened.
So it actually happened. So the so-called white man physically hung us on the
That's
post.
partial information I keep telling
So
you,
that's not.
man.
You literally seeing it. It actually happened, right?
This is partial information.
Brother, it actually happened, right? We're not
You
gonna.
understand how that was even allowed to happen?
Brother, it don't matter. It actually
It does
happened. Though.
matter
The
on
point.
how they
The
even-
point
how
is.
they was even able
The
to
point is
occur.
that it actually happened, right?
How
Bring
did
it
it
up.
occur though?
Revelation.
Hey, the Lord did that. We just read that the Lord is going to put these curses upon us.
Revelation, chapter 13, verse 9.
You tell me, if the white, so-called white man wrote this book, tell me why he put this in here.
If any man have an ear, let him hear.
He said, if any man have an ear, let him hear, right? We got ears to understand what the Lord finna bring out.
He that leadeth into captivity,
You know what?
he that leadeth into captivity.
So did the so-called white man lead us in captivity?
We led ourselves into
Yes or no?
We led ourselves.
Did they
No,
physically-
no.
so
we
they
didn't do
didn't-
nothing in
so-
that captivity shit. We did it to ourselves.
So this history that happened.
We did
But
it
you
to
deny
ourselves.
history, and it's really a fact.
I'm not denying history. I'm picking up my history. You denying who you are.
No, this actually happened. He said, he that leadeth into captivity shall what?
Shall go into
How did
captivity.
that
Shall
happen?
what?
Shall go into captivity.
He said, he that
How
leadeth
did
into
that happen?
captivity shall go into captivity. We just told you that the Lord put us through that.
How
We
did
broke
that
the
happen?
commandments. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
So the Lord gonna let this shit happen to us, and He love us, right? That's what you telling me.
We finna bring it out. 28:15. We gotta bring out the milk, because I don't think brother fully understand where we coming from.
I understand clearly, man. History is the most important thing that you need to
Deuteronomy
understand.
28:15,
And this is
Deuteronomy
partial
28:68.
history. We not understanding.
Look 28:15 real quick.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments,
Do all this what?
to do all his commandments.
So we made a covenant with, the Israelites made a covenant with the Lord to do his commandments, right? We know?
So where is this?
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I
You said what?
do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right, so he said if we don't do these laws, statutes, and commandments, curses are going to come upon us.
So
right,
look,
I'm
what
gonna
is
answer
the
your
commandments? What is the commandments?
I'm gonna answer your question. We can get to that too. I'm gonna answer your question though about where's the covenant at now, Brandon?
Deuteronomy 28, verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
What?
With ships.
What?
With ships.
And we went into captivity on ships. This is one of the curses for breaking the law, statutes, and commandments. He said he sent us into Egypt again on ships, right? And we know that the Israelites are slaves in Egypt, right? So he said he's going to send them back into captivity again
So let
on
me ask you
ships,
this.
right?
Let
We
me
know?
ask you this. Let me ask you this real quick for you to take. This is the only book that got the information what happened to us. They didn't make no documents. They didn't make no diaries. They didn't send no letters. None of that. Explain it. So they didn't write no letters to nobody explaining what they was doing. They didn't write no diaries about
You
what's going on.
got historians that people that wrote down during that time, but
I understand all that we got people on our side, but you don't think they document on their side to understand what they did to us, to understand how to do it to us? Because they do it now today to
no,
other enemies.
the Lord put the spirit on them to do that, right?
So he put the spell to kill his own kids.
Yes, it was a curse.
Man, that's satanic. That's satanic, bro. That's a ritual. You killing your child for what? Why would you give you the power to create life if you finna destroy
Give
it?
me Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse
And that's part of the
39.
commandments right there. Thou shalt not kill. So why am I killing my kid?
Check this out.
Don't make sense.
32 and 39.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive.
So you do what?
I kill and make alive.
Right, so the Lord killed and he make alive, right? So you've been on this earth, the Lord put you here, right? So if you disobey his word and go off contrary, and he can put you to death, right? So that's why the Lord doing all these things, because he literally made a covenant with us. We agreed to do all the words that he told us to do, the commandments.
How we
broke
agree
it.
to something and we was created. And look, our ancestors was created before us, so how we agree to something?
Because give me the book of Isaiah chapter 4.
How did we agree to something, and then how can we disobey his commandments if we don't know about his commandments?
I'm going to show you. And give me the book of Acts chapter 17.
So why we put
Acts
kids
17
in
and 30.
captivity if they didn't know about the commandments?
We're going to show
Will
you,
he
brother.
make sure they know about the
We're
commandments?
going to show you. And give me the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 48.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter.
14, 21.
That's what it says.
Come.
So you just informing them of that.
Come.
Isaiah 14 and 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor
Give me Deuteronomy chapter 20 and verse, I think 6. Right now. 17, 30.
Book of Acts, chapter 17, verse 30. At the times of this ignorance, God winked that.
So the Lord understood that we was ignorant and didn't understand we were supposed to keep the law,
We
statutes,
still
and
ignorant to this
commandments.
day because we could depend on one book to give us all answers. When it's more than one to give us
Show
everything we
me,
need.
show me one time in history our people ever kept the commandments.
What you mean?
Show me one time in history our people ever came back and kept the law, statutes, and commandments.
When did we start killing each other?
No, I just asked you a question. You can't answer a
Let's
question
leave
with
the
a
commandment
question.
right there. When did we
No,
start
you
killing each
answering a
other?
question with a question though.
When did we start killing each other?
Brother, you answer. I can't answer that until you
Because
answer
that's the
mine.
answer right there, man. When
No, I said.
whenever we started killing each other, that's the time frame when
I
you
said,
gotta understand who
brother,
we are within.
that's breaking the commandment. I said, when do our people ever come together in unity and keep the commandments?
We broke
Cause
free
you
from
can't, cause
the.
I heard you saying that we tried. I heard you saying we tried all these things already, but when have you ever seen in history our people come and keep the commandments together? You can't. So we haven't tried this yet, brother.
So the
Right?
the Mexican American Indians then, what about them?
They didn't keep the commandments. They were serving idols.
White people literally came in here and killed them for their shit.
Yeah, but they were serving idols. The Lord sent them.
So I just supposed to sit here and never defend myself at none time. Like when the enemy come to me, I'm not just supposed to sit here and just kill them, keep punching.
I mean, you can defend yourself, but the Lord sent them to overtake them, right? To send them into captivity.
That's part of the commandment right there. Thou shalt not kill. But yet I can still defend myself.
It's different.
It's a contradiction.
It's unright.
That's what
No,
I'm saying.
it's
That
not a
both books
contradiction.
say contradiction.
It's not a. Show me one contradiction in the Bible.
Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill. That is part of the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not kill. No matter how you look at it, somebody dying, you're taking breath from somebody. Whether it's murder or you're taking breath. No matter how you try to
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 4, verse 9.
That's a justification.
Deliver him that suffereth wrong from the hand.
Hold on, brother. Hold
You're
on.
not supposed to take breath.
Hold on, brother. Hold on.
You're not supposed to.
Yeah, hey.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 4, verse 9. Deliver him that suffereth wrong from the hand of the oppressor, and be not faint-hearted when thou sittest in judgment.
He said, don't be. Read that again from the top.
It says, deliver him that suffereth wrong from the hand of the oppressor, and be not faint-hearted when thou sittest in judgment.
So, hey, the Lord, he said all these, he put us in these predicaments, right? It's really supposed to be a punishment for us to realize that we got to come back to the Lord and keep these commandments,
So,
right?
so you mean to tell me we just robots out here? We just supposed to be programmed a certain way?
I mean, it's not that we're robots.
That's basically what it's saying, bro.
No, it's not that we
If
robots.
we don't
The-
follow outside this motherfucking design right here, I'm
What
gonna fuck
design?
you up. That's what they're saying to me. That's what y'all saying to me. If I follow outside this design right here, if I think anything different, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Give me the
That
book of,
sound like a person to
give me,
me.
you got Jeremiah.
That sound like a person to me.
Bring it out real quick.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. And now even thyself shall discontinue from thy heritage,
Said what?
even thyself shall discontinue from thine heritage.
So our people discontinue from our heritage through what? Through slavery. Right now we don't know who we
How
are.
did we discontinue from our heritage? When did we fuck up? Explain all this to me. You saying we did this. When did it happen?
You said what?
You saying we broke covenants and shit. When did we break covenants?
It was back.
When?
It was back in the book of go to
Give me an exact date so I can go look this up. Give me an exact date. When did we break
I don't
covenants?
have an exact
It can
date.
just say we broke stuff and it's not giving no type of history, no evidence saying how we broke it.
You got to get into the word.
I know this. I read that 2 years when I was locked up.
You read
They
it
never
2
gave
years?
no evidence of saying
So you
we broke
read
a
it,
covenant.
did you
They just
understand?
said we broke a covenant.
Did you understand who the people was?
Yes, I know.
Give me the
who
book of
it
Hit.
is.
I mean, give me Jeremiah 31:31.
That's not the problem, but that was the question I posed at one of their
You
meetings.
said you wanted something. You wanted plain where we broke it, right? Bring it up.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 31, verse 31.
Bring it out.
Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant.
Said a what?
That I will make
Oh, hold on, brother. You said you want to see where they broke it. All right, bring it up.
that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break.
What they do?
Which my covenant they break.
What they do?
Which my covenant they break.
Right there,
So
brother.
we broke
Which
from
the
leaving
covenant
our
that they
homeland,
break.
right? We broke
Right?
from leaving
Because
our
the Lord put them into a land that He gave them, and they went to go serve other idols. They went to go serve other gods. Right? That's what put us. Give me the.
You say they took our history, and yet we still doing the idolizing things, and that's why we still in captivity.
Where's the
we
idol-
don't even want to accept the fact that this right here, what we walking on, is a whole God that we supposed to worship, bro. She give
Give me
us
the book
everything we
of.
need,
Give me the
bro.
book of Numbers, chapter 35, verse 33.
How you gonna eat without this?
Numbers 35,
How
33.
can you eat without this?
Book of Numbers, chapter 35, verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are. For blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
So this land is polluted, right? With who blood? The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's right.
We don't want this damn land to last forever, right? We want to see the destruction of this place, right?
That's right.
And we want to go back to our land and have dominion over all the other nations. Right? That's what we preaching.
Not all us come
Right?
from here, man.
You said what?
Not all of us.
We're not saying everybody come from there.
It's saying we all came from here.
Right,
We
right,
all
so-
are slaves. That's what we claiming. We all claiming that we are slaves.
Who all claiming that they're slaves?
Why are we saying that we showing this right here if we saying we not slaves?
Because this is a show of history. Because believe it or
History
not,
of
sir,
slaves.
no, to believe it or not,
History of
because
slaves.
it's to show that
This is history of slaves, so you a slave?
I'm not a slave.
So why is you preaching this? This
So-
is the earth.
I'm not
You're not
preaching
even
it.
understanding that the man put,
I'm-
he put
But
it in
y'all
place.
understand? Y'all understand what we out here doing? Give me the book of Isaiah 14:1, right? Because this is just to show our people they need visuals to learn, right? Because some people don't.
So we need a visual to know that we are slaves and
Some
we came
people
from
don't know.
Africa and that we all
A
be American slaves.
girl just came up here earlier. She didn't know we were slaves. Went on slavery on boats.
We're not slaves, man. We are mental
No,
slaves.
but they don't know the history. If you don't know your
That's
history,
what slavery is, mental
if
slavery.
you don't know your history, you don't even know where the hell you from.
You mean
right?
to tell me, bro, a whole being that I
But you
maneuver in
dwelling
all
on the
physical,
fact that
hold on, listen.
everybody
a
don't
whole
know,
being
brother.
that I can outmaneuver in all physical attributes. You tell me what the fuck I'm doing.
Yes, because He created you.
So hold on, so the white man created me, that's what
No,
I'm
the
speaking
Lord. I'm
of.
talking about the Lord.
No, we talking about man to man. I understand, Lord, He real, I understand all that. Man to man, you mean to tell me this motherfucker I know that I created, he came from me, albino. Where you think white people come?
Not albino, but
Black people make white people do albino.
albino people.
White people, we are the only race that can make all sorts of colors, bro.
You can't make.
All
You
shades
can't.
of color.
You can't make
That's
it.
denying that right there. Then, if you saying that we don't make albinos, we ain't make white
A
people.
so-called
That's denying
black-
all.
a so-called
That's
black
denying
man
Israel
can't
right
make
here.
a
That's
Edomite.
denying Yakub. Then that's denying him right
An
here.
Israelite can't make an Edomite.
That's denying that man, bro.
He said a what?
That's denying that man Yakub right there. He's saying he ain't make white people, bro. We are the
No, I'm
beings
saying
of
you
here.
said albino. I said Edomite. I'm talking about an Edomite. No, that's two different. That's two different things, brother.
So them people in there we was seeing in the Caucasus Mountains, what was them?
Those are Edomites. They're not albino. Albino
Where
is
did they come from?
albino was a so-called black
So
person
where
with
did the
a lack of
Edomites come
skin.
from? Where did the Edomites come from?
Give me the. We gonna show you. Give me the book of Genesis
Because I have to read a
25.
book on where he come from.
Yeah, we know it come from.
No,
we're
it
gonna bring
literally
out.
speaks
We're
of
gonna
him
bring
and
it
him
out.
on where he come
We're gonna bring
from,
it
how
out.
he conquered, and everything. Right now, you can look. They were
We're gonna
on
show you
book
where
right
he
now.
come
That
from,
book is
brother.
worth $25,000, bro. I'm telling
Book
you,
of
man.
Genesis, chapter 25, verse 25. And the first came out red.
It said what?
And the first came out red.
And the first came out red, right? Albino, they just lack skin pigmentation, right? So-called white men, they're red, read on.
Well, what are white people then? 'Cause they look just like them.
They're Edomites.
But they lack skin pigmentation in.
And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. And they called his name Esau.
What?
And they called his name Esau.
And they called his name Esau, right? Those are the so-called red men that you see, right? Read on.
Who else
And
is
after
red?
that
I'm
came
reading
his
too.
brother out,
I'm reading
and his
with-
hand took hold on Esau's heel.
You're not red, brother.
Certain parts of my body is pure ID red. When I'm in the
Read that again,
sun for
25.
2 weeks straight outside, my hair
Verse
turn red.
25. And the first came.
Is your skin red?
Yes, right now my skin is red. You see red on my skin. Well, it's brown.
And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. And they called his name Esau.
They called his name Esau, right? So give me the Isaiah. So this what we preaching, right? We not preaching the curse, right? We showing our people we under the curse and how to break the curse, and what's gonna come for our people, right? Because you can try to give me
Why
Give me
would we
Jeremiah.
let that come for ourselves?
give me Jeremiah 8 and verse 15.
Why would we let that come for ourselves?
You said
We're not
what?
doing no preparations. Why would we let that come for ourselves? Like you said, if you believe in that book so heavy, you'll be preparing right now.
We preparing,
How?
and we preparing right now
Right with the
because
Spirit.
getting right with the Spirit.
That's it.
Right, but bring this out though.
That's it.
We're gonna show you.
That's it.
We're gonna show
You
you.
still have a physical being you have to take care
We're
of.
gonna show you, brother. Isaiah 14:1.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1.
This is what we preaching, brother. Right? This is what we out here to tell our people. Right? We don't give a damn about this damn wicked ass land, what they call America. Right? And we waiting for the
It's not wicked,
We're waiting.
man.
Yes, it is.
Right.
It's not wicked.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Bring
Y'all
them
get
out.
away from your own homeland. That
For-
book even say
for
y'all
the Lord
leave
will
your
have
own
mercy on
homeland.
Jacob.
Like,
Say what?
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob,
Like, not thinking like
and will yet chose Israel,
Right, so the Lord's gonna choose Israel. Read on.
and set them in their own land.
I said it's in America.
Set them in their own
We're
land.
gonna get set back in our own land.
we
Right?
already heard.
No, we're not, brother.
We already
This
heard.
land is destined for destruction, right? This land is destined for
allowing this shit to
thermonuclear
happen.
fire,
We're
right?
allowing this shit to
Hey,
happen.
you got Russia,
So what's gonna
Iran,
happen?
North Korea. They point missiles at this place right now,
I'm
right?
pointing out
And
some
this
real
place
facts.
gonna get
I'm
destroyed,
pointing out
right?
some real
Whether
life
you
facts
like
right
it,
now.
believe it or not.
Hold on, I'm
right?
pointing out some real life facts right now. Africa
Now, we're
right
gonna finish this verse
now.
first.
Africa right now. The
And
only
the
place that's not
strangers
colonized is Ethiopia.
shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
So, hey, he said what? I didn't even hear what he said, right? But look, check this out. Hey,
Africa is
We gonna
colonized.
get-
That's what I said.
we
The
gonna
only
get put
place that's
back-
not colonized is Ethiopia.
we gonna get put back in our
So if we
land.
run to Africa, bro, thinking
We
we
don't know
finna
the
do
game for the
something, bro.
time.
Like, bro,
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel,
Listening, brother, this is what we preaching.
and set them in their own land.
We're gonna get set back in our own land,
We are
right?
here.
Not the land of our damn captivity, you know?
And the strangers shall be joined with them,
And the strangers, all these other nations, well, they're gonna be joined with us in the kingdom, you know?
and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
They gonna what?
They shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
You love the so-called white man, brother.
Wait.
Do you love the so-called white man?
I love my kind, my species,
Okay,
my race,
so-
my species.
Do you want to rule over them?
What?
Do you want to rule over them? Do you want to rule over them?
No, I should not rule over no man,
Wait,
no
Brandon,
man,
finish it out.
nobody.
And the
Now he rule over us though, right?
What?
He rule over us.
Not me. I got paperwork stating I'm out there jurisdiction.
Okay, so get a
That's what I'm
boat,
saying, what I was saying.
Get a
I have
boat.
paperwork saying this shit.
get a boat and go out to sea and let's see what happens.
What you mean?
Right, get a boat, go out to sea and try to go to the other land. We'll see what happens. Can you leave? Brother, you're not gonna leave. right? The Coast Guard's gonna come, they're gonna surround you, you're gonna be going back to the land of your captivity, brother. Alright, you're not going nowhere. Alright, you finish that out.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel